Hello! Thank you for clicking that link and joining me again today. I am so glad you did. My name is Dee. I am Fat Chick in a Barn. And as much as I don't want to be an Amberlynn Reid reaction channel, we're going to look at some more Amberlynn Reid today. So here we go. I'm going to move over so I can put the screen here, hopefully. We'll see in a minute. All right, here we go.
To a new vlog. So today is day 3 of a new lifestyle.
And I have to say day 3 is usually the day I screw up. So if she manages to make it through day 3, props to her.
We have no takeout. So I was going to say like, hopefully I'm successful today, but I already know I'm going to be because I don't care. I don't care about the good feeling I get from certain foods. I am a addict to food and I am going to stay away from the foods that I am addicted to. And
that is a good plan. Stay away from the foods that you're addicted to. I don't know that she can because, like I said in the last video, I think she's got too many components with what she's trying to do. So I don't know if she will be successful. There's too many moving parts, but this is also Amberlynn Reid, and historically she's never been successful. I would like it if she was, but she's not usually, so unfortunately.
Continue nourishing my body with foods that make me feel good. So far I'm feeling so good. Like fasting for 16 hours feels amazing because during that time I don't even have to think about food at all. I know that I can have my water and I just feel good. I haven't felt like super physical hungry. I have felt like mental hungry, which is like a normal feeling. Right now, let's see. Let me go to my fasting app. I can eat in about 30 minutes, as you can see here.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I think that having an app for fasting seems really, really weird, because wouldn't you just be like, okay, I'm not gonna eat until 11? I don't know, but then again, I also have a kind of a permanent sleep schedule, whereas she's all over the place, so I guess maybe an app would help her.
I fasted for 15 minutes and 33 seconds, or 33 minutes and 33 seconds. There we go, look at all those threes. And it just feels really good. I am weighing myself daily because I just want to see like how my body is, and I will say, like, I think I'm just gonna do like, I'm gonna share my weigh-ins with you guys like weekly.
I agree. Sharing, well, I don't agree with sharing, because even she herself has said historically sharing her weight loss journey does not, you know, do her very much good. But if you were going to share your weigh-in, well, okay, let me put it this way. Don't share your weigh-in. But I think you should, if you're going to weigh yourself like that, weigh yourself weekly, because I think weighing yourself daily screws with a lot of people. So if you do happen to be able to weigh yourself daily, then you want to take an average of your weekly weight, and that's your weight. But in her case, if she's going to weigh herself weekly, then just that's your weight. I would recommend, honestly, not sharing, especially as I've talked about before, that she has said that it doesn't do her any good. But if you are going to share, I think maybe a monthly update, but then her whole channel is weight loss. So, I mean, I don't know.
Because I know a lot of people don't like the fluctuations of weight, and right now I'm not liking it very much either because I have been measuring every single thing that goes in my mouth. Yesterday I had 1,800 calories, so I'm eating very, very low calorie. Like the day before that I had 1,600.
Okay, for her that is very low calorie. And number 2, I don't trust her measuring everything she eats. I think that she does not understand portion sizes and goes ham with certain things. I mean, she might weigh out something but then not the other thing. You know, like, I don't know, for instance, like mayonnaise. You don't think mayonnaise has lots of calories in it, but mayonnaise has lots of calories in it. So if you do happen to want to use mayonnaise on your sandwich, you need to weigh that out, because most people go ham. Like when I make a sandwich for my husband, I put a ton of mayonnaise on it. When I make a sandwich for me, it is the thinnest possible veneer of mayonnaise that could ever be graced upon the bread. Like it's microns thick. It probably doesn't even do any good, but there you go. That's how I do it.
And I am drinking water, I'm peeing more, I'm moving more, I'm exercising more, and I'm doing more, I'm doing better. I'm eating like extremely healthy in my opinion, especially compared to like how I used to eat. And I haven't lost any weight. I've actually gained.
Again, she's probably not measuring stuff correctly or measuring the right stuff. And I myself have done that when I was stuck at 185 for ages and ages. What I discovered was I was not measuring correctly, or things that I thought were a certain caloric amount, like butter, like a pat of butter. I was like, oh, that's only 35 calories because that's what MyFitnessPal told me, or the one on MyFitnessPal that I clicked on was like, oh, it's 35 calories. No, that's like 100 calories. So just stupid stuff like that will screw you.
I have gained, actually, like, I don't even want to say it out loud. I've gained 0.6 of a pound. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh my god, that's, no big deal, but it is confusing to me, especially because like water weight comes off of me really easily usually because I hold on to so much. So it's like the fact that I'm not even losing water weight is frustrating, but I'm not gonna let that frustration like stop me or derail me.
If she's drinking more water than she was before, her body might be holding on to water just because it's different, but she's probably not measuring the food correctly, or she's, being Amberlynn Reed, she's flat out lying to us that she didn't binge. I mean, I know she doesn't have binge eating disorder anymore, but yeah, I believe that too.
Me or anything like that, because like minus that, I just feel better. I feel lighter. My brain feels clearer. I feel in a better mood. My lymphedema feels.
Fat brain is a thing. When you start losing weight and you stop eating processed foods and stuff, you will actually feel some clarity because, like I said, fat brain is definitely a thing, and eating highly palatable processed foods really does kind of screw with your thinking. I know it also screws with my emotions. I start feeling depressed, and when I feel depressed, I want to eat more. So then I would have this vicious cycle of I'm depressed, so I'm eating more of the highly palatable processed foods, which makes me feel depressed, which makes me eat more. So, it is difficult to break that cycle. So hopefully she can.
Was a little bit looser. I mean, towards the end of the night, it does get super hard, which is understandable because I'm up more, moving more, exercising, etc. Which I don't know if that could be playing a role in my weight, but I can't let daily fluctuations mess with me. I have to really focus in more on like the weekly aspect. So I think that's why I'm gonna like just come at y'all with the weekly weigh-ins instead of like doing it daily, because I know a lot of people don't believe in daily weigh-ins. So we're just not even gonna include those. All right, guys. So I am about to break my fast.
That to me does not look tasty. but yeah, the pile of what is that, mushrooms? I don't know. And the yellow, which is I'm assuming mustard, do not look appealing. I barely even like cottage cheese. The other items like the carrots, the radish, the Brussels sprouts, the celery, all that stuff, the broccoli, that all looks good to me, but the other things I probably would not eat. And with this meal, just how I would do it is I would probably try to pair this with either a chicken breast or I would have tuna. And she's, doesn't really need to be thrifty with calories at this juncture. So she could probably just do some tuna salad, which is probably what I would do, or have like a legit piece of meat, maybe some salmon or some steak, along with those fresh veggies. That's probably what I would do if I was her.
It's been 16 hours and 36 minutes. Ooh, I'm collecting that badge. I said it was the 5th time I've done this, but that's only because I had this app like a year ago or more. It's not actually the 5th time. So this is
That's not mushrooms. That's something else. I don't think that's mushrooms.
Filled with freaking veggies. It's insane how delicious this is. Let's start with what I haven't tried. I haven't done the mustard and cottage cheese inside of celery, but I'm about to try it now. So good. And another one I haven't done for you guys is fresh. Try that. Oh god. Game changer. So what else I have is the Brussels sprout. Everything is raw.
I don't think she's really enjoying this because her eyes aren't doing the eye dart thing. Or maybe that's Foodie Beauty. I don't know. But I doubt that she's enjoying this.
By the way, which just feels so good on my body. I just literally had to pause the video and chew that Brussels sprout. It took like literally a solid 2 minutes. Now we also have...
I have never had raw Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. I've never had them raw. I don't know if I would like it. I mean, I air fry those up with, like some garlic and some salt and pepper on them, and maybe just the slightest hint of olive oil. Delish.
Some broccoli, and we have some asparagus. I hate cooked asparagus.
I've never had asparagus not cooked. Never had raw asparagus. Maybe I'll have to give that a shot the next time I have asparagus. I remember my mom told me that asparagus was manna from heaven. And so when I read that story in the Bible when I was like a little kid, I envisioned little golden broccoli, or not broccoli, little golden, I envisioned little golden asparaguses falling from the sky. Okay, I know, it's dumb, but I was a little kid.
I don't think I've ever had it in my life where I liked it, but I like it raw. We have some carrots, cauliflower. I also have some green olives with garlic in the middle.
I don't think I would like that. I would like the garlic part, but I don't know that I would like the green olive.
That slaps. Chicken sausage, apple.
Ah, the mushroom thing. That wasn't mushroom, it's chicken sausage. Okay, so I take it back. That's probably acceptable protein for this meal. I do like to get some chicken sausage from Walmart, or, well, where I live. Walmart has it. I can't go to Bashas' and get it, so it annoys the crap out of me, but I do like me some chicken sausage, so I approve.
And by the way, if you guys want to keep your fruits like alive and well for longer, put it in the fridge. Like, I don't know how people can eat a warm apple. That's so weird.
Some things should go in the fridge, some things shouldn't go in the fridge. And also certain things you shouldn't store together. Like, I believe storing an onion with apples makes them ripen quicker. I don't know. You might want to Google that. Don't take my word for it.
We also have strawberry. So I'm going to continue this meal. And I just noticed that this just keeps me full forever. And
this is, for me, a weird combination of things. Like, you have the sweet apple, and then you're eating broccoli. I wouldn't pair these things together, but hey, it works. It works for her. Awesome.
For someone that has a bigger stomach, aka me, like, I want more food, obviously, to feel satiated. So I'm trying to eat very low calorie, healthy foods that keep me feeling full, where it feels like I ate so much. Oh my God. But really, like, I ate so low calorie and so healthy.
Volume eating. I approve. I approve of this message. That is something that Coach Greg dictates, is volume eating. So you eat a lot of low calorie, nutritious food, keep yourself full, instead of eating a whole bunch of, highly palatable processed foods that have lots of calories in them but no nutrition. I approve. I approve of this message.
It just feels good. All right, you guys, so this is my finished plate. I'm as full as a chick on a dog. I can tell you that. Okay, guys, so I'm super excited for this purchase. So I had an air fryer that I am filled with fur.
Okay. I don't care about the air fryer, so I'm going to skip this stuff because it's completely irrelevant, but I did want to say, what? As full as a tick on a dog? Whoa, look at these colloquialisms. I'd probably say things like that too. All right, I'm going to fast forward because I don't want to see this. I don't care. Okay, what you missed. She talked about this air fryer and food tasting like plastic, and then she's talking about her perfume collection. And my goal in life is not to smell like anything, so I don't wear perfume. I prefer my deodorant to not smell like anything because I don't want to smell like anything. So I know that's a weird fact about me right there, but I am not a perfume aficionado.
So right now I am cooking my next meal. I am making Brussels sprouts with some colorful potatoes. There's like purple, yellow, white, and I'm also gonna cut up some steak.
Okay, that sounds like a good meal. I approve. I approve of this. And actually, what would be really cool, something that we eat a lot, and maybe it's not the greatest thing, most healthy, but we take Brussels sprouts, collard greens, the potatoes, and we cook that up with bacon. And we put like just a hint of vinegar on it, and of course salt and pepper. As Amber would say, it slaps. But I also approve of this.
Okay, so now I got the steak.
Okay, so she's got some steak cut up that she's going to eat with this, so that's good. That's a nice protein.
cut up. I'm gonna season it a bit and then add some minced garlic.
Now, she's gonna season it. It's gonna be onion, what is it? Minced onion, or what is she like? Onion salt, something crazy like that. That's what she sprinkles on there, I bet.
So now I have everything cooking together. I added some sriracha, a little bit of soy sauce, and now I'm gonna put a lid and let it cook a bit. Okay, my food is complete.
That looks good.
I've never made anything like this before, so
I feel like the Brussels sprouts have diminished significantly though.
So I'm excited to do a taste test with you guys. So I got myself a bowl. I was just really craving a potato, so I tried to figure out how to make it healthy.
Potatoes aren't bad for you. Yes, they are starchy, but you can eat potatoes. It's okay. It's not like a potato is bad for you. It's the things that we do to potatoes that make them bad for you, like French fries.
And have a serving of it. And by the way, when you guys hear this noise, that's the refrigerator. It's not a fart. Look how delish. This would be so good on top of some rice, but the calories hardcore are coming from the steak.
If she wanted this to be rice, which she could do, or on rice rather, she could use cauliflower rice. Or what I've done in the past is I've done half cauliflower rice and half, regular rice. I mean, cauliflower rice doesn't really taste like anything, so it is really nice. You can pair it with stuff. You can use it to bulk up meals. You can use it to bulk up rice and not have all the carbs and the calories.
So I'm gonna pass on that. All right, so let's do a taste test. I'm kind of nervous about the potatoes. Did I cook them all the way? Well, I want to try the steak first.
You wouldn't test that? You wouldn't test that before you took them out of the pan? You wouldn't? Please.
There's a little bit of Brussels. That's good. Oh yeah.
I don't think she's not getting the dopamine off this one. However, one thing I did want to say, I know it's a silly aside, but another name for Brussels sprouts is rose cabbage. I love it. I think it's cool. I love Brussels sprouts though.
I also added some red pepper flakes. It adds spice without flavor, so it's so good. All right, are the potatoes cooked?
See, if she wanted spice, she probably could have thrown in some jalapenos or something.
Perfectly. Oh yeah.
No, she's not that into it. I mean, I'm sure it is a nice meal, but her lizard brain is not into it.
It's like a stir fry in a weird way. You could do stir fry with anything, I feel like. So I'm actually in the middle of eating. This is 5 minutes later. And I was just thinking, I've been showing a lot of my food, and I know I've said in the past that showing my food and what people say about my food is triggering. But I realized that when I know that I'm on track and I'm doing right, I don't care what people say. I literally don't care. Humans are a walking contradiction.
Ah, that makes sense. If you know you're screwing up and you're showing that you're eating, I don't know, whatever, a pile of candy or donuts or cake or whatever, yeah, you probably do feel kind of called out when people are like, oh, that's not healthy. I thought you were on a diet.
Who we are an hour ago, a year ago is different. Our opinions change constantly. And one minute I care and one minute I don't. And I realize that when I'm eating healthy or what I consider healthy or is good for my body or makes me feel good in a healthy way, not a bad way, I don't care what people say.
Yes, well, guess what? You get fit shamed for not wanting to eat the donuts in the office, for not wanting to eat whatever catered food that they brought into the office, or going to a birthday party and not wanting to eat cake or ice cream or both of them together. Yeah.
I don't. So. Baby. So we're about to watch Krampus because it's Christmas time.
It's Krampus. Krampus. It's not Krampus. I know, I got corrected on it. That's how I know how to say it. Oh, if it's the movie I'm thinking, it has to be the movie I'm thinking, because I'm assuming she's not watching the X-rated or the R-rated version of it. It's the one that came out just a few years ago. And I had so much hope for that movie, with the one scene where Krampus is on the rooftop and the girl's in the driveway or whatever, and he just creepily turns slowly. I was so excited, and then the movie was okay for what it was. It was definitely not that good. And I so wanted a good Krampus movie since you know, we need a good Krampus movie, and Americans don't get Krampus.
I'm just kidding. It is Vlogmas in June. Oh, I look rough. Wait, let me fix my hair.
Okay, she looks the same. Okay.
What is happening?
Okay, dude, now I know why Zachary Michaels calls it the poop bun. I guess it looks like the little poop icon. Oh my.
I don't know. I got the giggles. Okay, so we're about to watch Krampus because we were like thinking of a movie to watch and we didn't know. So I've been talking about Krampus. I want Feline to see it and see if she's so scared of the gingerbread man. It's supposed to be a scary movie, but there's parts in it that make me feel like, is this a parody? Like,
it wasn't supposed to be a scary movie. It was supposed to be kind of the scary, funny movie, kind of like Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Okay, sorry. I probably should be skipping this part because it's nothing to do with fitness, but I am a Krampus aficionado. As in, I dress up as Krampus every year around Christmas, okay?
So I want her opinion. So I'm gonna have a little snack. I'm gonna have a couple of these spicy dill pickle almonds. 28 of them is a serving, and I actually have had them twice. I had some last night and the night before, and oh my baby. And it's actually accurate. It is 28 of them is a serving, and it's actually kind of.
Yes, I concur. I love almonds, and 28 almonds is the serving pretty much. Every time I've measured it, it is. So I don't measure it, I just count them. But I cannot see her having one serving because that is a paltry amount of almonds. It's like a handful, literally. Literally, I shall show you. That. Well, that is 28 almonds, people. She's not going to stop eating when she eats the 28. And I'm probably going to eat them right now, so. All right, let's go.
A lot. The flavor is so tasty. So I'm going to have some of that. Twinkie's part of our little movie night, date night. And I'm feeling a little triggered. Like, this is a moment where I would want to order food and just feel good with takeout. So I'm not going to do that.
It matches my hair! Okay, sorry. Okay, so probably what I would do with her at this point, this would be the time to eat the celery and the carrots and that stuff. This would be the time to maybe pop up what I would do is pop up some popcorn. If you're going to eat during a movie, I try not to eat during movies and stuff like that because I don't want to do the mindless, hand in bag, regardless of it. And, the other thing is, you don't know how much you're eating. You might finish your popcorn and be like, oh, I want some more, but you're distracted by the movie. So then you go get more and then you're out. You can't put the butter and shit on the popcorn. You can only eat the air fried popcorn. Well, yeah, you can. You can put the butter on, or you can get the microwave popcorn with the butter, but you have to be mindful of the calories. Coach Greg would disapprove of what I'm saying because I eat my popcorn with nothing on it. I air pop it and that is it. I eat nothing on it.
And I'm gonna drink my water and have my almonds and watch Krampus. Okay, so Feline fell asleep during our movie.
Oh, she enjoyed it then.
She wasn't really liking it anyways, which I understand not a lot of people like Krampus. But H3 is like doing a live show.
Okay, I don't care about H3, so I'm gonna skip this stuff. See if she...
But they're my faves. But yeah, I'm having my life. I'm about to have my last meal of the night, I think. I can still eat for another 2 hours, but I'm feeling a little hungry now. This is what I chose for my last meal. We have some olives with some garlic, strawberries, a mandarin. This is a breakfast sandwich with just egg whites and some...
Okay, I wonder if that was a prepackaged breakfast sandwich. It looks like she made it though, I think. English muffin, probably the patty, the sausage patty was like maybe a Jimmy Dean one. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with this. I would probably eat this, definitely. My only comment would be she probably should load up the plate with more strawberries, more oranges. or some more vegetables just to have the volume to fill her up, because that sandwich isn't going to fill her up at all. And with the English muffin, I don't know how she is binge-wise, but because of the processed nature of the English muffin and the sugar and the carbs in it, this could set off a binge, or she could start sugar seeking and looking for more sugar. But other than that, I don't disapprove. This is an okay meal. I would eat it.
Turkey sausage. I am a Tapatio girly, so I always put Tapatio on my breakfast sandwich, because without it, it's just not the same. No, that's a 10 out of 10. So
I don't know. I feel like that was probably a Jimmy Dean pre-packaged breakfast sandwich, which I wouldn't say is terrible, but ideally you would prefer to make that yourself. I would probably, like, honestly, if I was to make that myself, I would probably have pork, sausage, egg, cheese, and I would make keto bread. So I have a little keto bread recipe that that's what I make. It's really simple. It's like 90-second keto bread. All I did was Google like quick bread recipe or something, and it's good. It's really nice. It's really moist, and that's what I would have probably eat with this, so I wouldn't have the blood sugar spike from the bread. But that's just me. I'm not so worried about like the orange and the strawberries don't have a whole lot of sugar in them, but let's go.
I've showed you guys everything that I've ate today. So today was kind of like a what I ate today type moment. But I'm here to end the vlog. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Okay, so that was the first video. Let us go and check out the next one and see if she's still on track, or did she order fast food?
Hello, everyone.
Well, I wasn't ready. Amber. I'm eating almonds. I wonder would I be an almond mom if I ever had kids? Well, I can't have kids now, but the next video is having lung problems, discrimination in healthcare, an easy smoothie recipe. Oh, no, not smoothies. Not the smoothies.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new vlog. I just opened the blinds. Holy right. Hi. What, babe? So today is day 5 of no takeout.
Oh, I'm impressed. Day 5. Well, okay. She specifically says no takeout. That doesn't mean that she didn't eat like a gallon jug of ice cream. So we don't know. We'll see.
And I am being a successful queen. I am still fasting. I didn't upload yesterday. I'm not doing like daily uploads, but like I still want to give you guys as many updates as possible. So as you guys remember last year, like,
oh my gosh, how many times have I done that in my video where I was like, oh, no.
I went through this whole lung thing where I got so many different diagnoses. Is that a word? Who knows? These are the ones I got. Cancer was thrown around a lot by professionals. That wasn't a diagnosis, but it was thrown around, so that freaked me out, obviously, because I've had cancer before. Collapsed lung. Then it was an impartial collapsed lung, blood clot, or several blood clots, fluid on my lung, fluid on the outside of my lung, and pneumonia. So all of those things can't be happening at once. I mean, who knows? They could be. But they were all like diagnosed and then undiagnosed multiple times. And I remember taking a set of antibiotics. My lung was better for months, for a hot minute. So obviously putting two and two together, I and my doctor was like, okay, so since your lung got better, like completely better with antibiotics, then I'm gonna go ahead and assume it was pneumonia. So that is what we assumed. But it started happening again a couple months ago. So obviously.
Note, as far as I know, she's not said anything. Oh, wow, that pause screen. Ooh. Sorry, Amber, I did you dirty on that one. But she hasn't said that, what am I saying? She hasn't, as far as I know, I don't watch Amber religiously, but she has not indicated that she's had any problems.
My doctor assumed again, okay, well, I guess you have pneumonia again. I got put on antibiotics, and I noticed that the antibiotics helped a little bit, but it didn't go away. The last like week or so, I'd say it's starting to get like bad again. And I woke up today and my lung hurt really bad. So I don't want any like doctors in the comments. I'm not even gonna read it, to be honest. I don't read the comments. It's just too much for me.
Yes, but in like every other video, she's mad about people talking about her in the comments. Oh, like, for me, this is making me nervous, concerned, because my little dog, the little black one in the videos, she has enlarged heart with fluid on her lungs. So that's where my mind is going, is that Amber's having heart problems. But granted, I'm not a doctor, not even close, but that's where my mind is going because of my little dog.
I don't want like any advice. I don't want anything like that. I'm just kind of sharing my experience because this is like something pretty hardcore that's going on, and I'm like riddled with anxiety. But my symptoms are like I'm a little bit more out of breath than usual. When I breathe in, it hurts. Like my lung hurts. It's like a sharp pain, and also it feels like it rattles. It's hard to find like a descriptive word for that. It's just really hard to explain. And for like a minute there.
This also is a little freaky to me because Hungry Fat Chick has wet lung, which I guess is basically what I just described with my dog, because you get fluid build up on your lungs because the heart is struggling to beat. Not a doctor. I don't know why it works that way, but that's what my little black dog has, and she's only 2. And if I stop uploading videos, it could be because the inevitable has happened.
It was like it only hurt when I was breathing in deep, and now I notice that I'm not needing to breathe in deep for me to feel the discomfort and slight pain. So, unfortunately, today's Sunday.
And with Amber being 500 pounds, she could easily have heart failure. She needs to see a doctor immediately. Oh, but coughing would be a symptom. So, and again, only going off of what's going on with my dog and Hungry Fat Chick.
And I don't want to go to the ER. I don't feel like this is really an emergency because this is something that I've been dealing with for so long. So tomorrow I have a few important calls to make. I want to call about my records because, as you guys know, I recently got a chest x-ray done.
Wouldn't the bariatric doctors have anything on this? Wouldn't they have done? Well, maybe that's what she's talking about. Let's continue.
So that was for weight loss surgery, and I know that I'm pretty sure that you can see my lungs in there, so I'm definitely curious, like, what's going on? So I'm going to call and get my results for that. And then I'm going to call, like, a lung specialist. I know there's a word for it. It starts with a P.
It's a pulmonologist.
I'm not gonna like mispronounce or anything, so I'm not gonna go there. I've never been to like an actual lung specialist, but I think it's time. So I'm simply gonna call them to see if I need to be referred. Some specialists you need to be referred, others you don't. So if I need to be referred, I'm obviously going to talk to my primary care doctor, who I've had for over a year now, and I love them so much. Like, they truly listen to me. And so if I need, obviously a reference, I'm going to make that appointment with my doctor. So tomorrow I do have some important phone calls to make because I do want to, like, I want just like a final answer. To not know what's wrong with me is very worrisome, obviously, and I don't like it. I don't like the way it feels. Like, you need your lungs. Lungs are important, and it's not something that's like out of sight, out of mind, because unfortunately I am constantly breathing. Like, every second you take a breath, you know? So it's like something that I'm constantly having to be reminded of, and I have a lot of health anxiety. I used to have really bad like hypochondria, and it sucks because,
not discounting her issue, it could be very serious, but historically, the history of Amberlynn Reed is she had a period for 2 years straight and didn't go to the doctor. Then finally went to the doctor and had cancer and had to have a hysterectomy. So I'm not buying this anxiety over health issues. Not buying it. I had one odd period and went to the doctor immediately.
Once having that, like, in the past, it, like, the whole thing with, like, my cancer, when I was diagnosed with that, like, my symptoms prior to, I had to keep fighting with myself where I was like, am I just having health anxiety or is it just hypochondria? Like, so I kind of feel like
if you've had a period for 2 years without stopping, wouldn't you go to a doctor? I would. Okay, sorry. Just, you know, not discounting her lung issue. I'm just saying.
This is like in the same ballpark where I'm sitting here like, am I going to be taken seriously? And when am I going to be taken seriously? It's just hard because there is also a lot of like discriminatory.
Okay, when she went to the doctor and said she had had a period for 2 years and they had to do like emergency procedures on her, I think they took her seriously. And she's got her primary care physician that seems to be taking her seriously. And if you have a doctor that doesn't take you seriously, get a new one. Go to another doctor. Get a second opinion.
Stuff with like morbidly obese people, especially like super morbidly obese people, and I've seen it firsthand as someone who once was in the low 300s. I got treated so much better, and now someone who is in the 500s, I feel like I just don't get taken seriously, and I know a lot.
Technically, I'm just overweight, and I'm still on my medical chart. It still says I have obesity. So
A lot of people experience that, and even Dr. Now from 600 Pound Life admits that there is discrimination in healthcare for people who are my size.
And you know what? I'm not discounting what she says, because to a certain point, I would think that if you saw people coming into your office day in and day out, at some point it becomes a job, you know, and maybe you're not, you know, you're having a bad day, you're not giving your utmost, and, you know, I'm not saying this is a good thing. I'm just speaking my thought here. But if somebody comes in and they're 500 pounds, you know, I just can't imagine a doctor being like, okay, you're obviously taking care of your health dramatically and doing their best. You know, I can see somebody just being a human that day and maybe not doing their best, or maybe, you know, they have stuff going on in their personal life. I'm not discounting. I'm not saying there's a reason for somebody to be a dick like that, for a doctor to be an asshole and not take care of a patient, which they should. They take an oath saying to do no harm. You know, I think it's crappy, but at the same time, I can see somebody doing that. And if a doctor does that to you, get another.
I'm very, very, very lucky that I have a doctor who is not like that at all. Like, they listen to me, and like I feel cared. I feel cared for by them. So I appreciate that so much, that I'm not fully in that situation as much as I used to be. But I do feel like, you know, when you go to the hospital and stuff, I don't get taken as seriously. But that is just based on experience. It's not really an opinion. It is a fact, and that is just based on my experience. So just saying. All right, you guys, I am about to eat, so I wanted to share with you what I'm eating. So majority of this does have mustard and cottage cheese, just saying. Carrot. You can play your show, baby. Mm-hmm. Broccoli. Brussels sprout. Radish. Asparagus. Celery. Apple. Pickle. Green olive with garlic in the middle. And chicken sausage. So this is my plate. It is healthy, low calorie, colorful, and super satisfying. Okay guys, so I'm about to make a smoothie for Feline and I. This is really something that helps my sweet tooth. So ice is first.
Oh, I hate it when people make smoothies, because usually this stuff has a ton of freaking calories in it. They don't even realize it. They're like, I'm being healthy. And I'm like, you just had 400 calories and you thought it was healthy. And it might have been healthy, but it was 400 calories. But again, with Amber, she can eat as much as she wants, really up to 3,000 to 4,000 calories. So let's see what she does. I approve of the PB2. Look at that crushed ice. What the heck, man? I have to use ice cubes.
My ingredients are PB2.
And to be fair, I'm not making a smoothie. I'm making an anabolic ice cream.
Which is peanut butter with cocoa, some vanilla extract, banana, and then some Chobani oat milk.
Oh, oat milk has a ton of calories in it, too. Is she lactose intolerant? Is she? Oh, maybe wifey is. I don't know. I wouldn't use... oat milk is nice, but it's also very calorie dense.
So that is literally the only ingredients. It's super simple, but it's delicious. So next I'm going to add a banana. My bananas are definitely ripe. They're ready to be ate. So I think I'm going to freeze them, because I still have these 3 and they're just, yeah, it's like today's the last day where they're super good. So I'm going to probably freeze them so I can use them for smoothies. Oat milk is actually so freaking good. I'm not going to lie, especially in a smoothie. And then PB2, it's just however much you feel is right. Everything I just eyeball. That's what I usually do with stuff like.
Okay. This is what I was saying earlier. She's not measuring stuff correctly. How many of these smoothies is she having a day? You know, how many other things is she not measuring? She needs to be measuring.
Like this. And then the vanilla extract. Put the lid on. Give it a little shake. And then here's the Nutra.
Ah, not the NutriBullet. It should be a Ninja. Everyone knows the Ninja's better.
Bullet. Watch out for the noise. It's about to be loud. So here are 2 cups for Feline and I. Some glass straws. And a taste test. She's good. This is a healthy alternative to a milkshake. Alright, because I want to...
I I don't think she liked it that much. I'm sure it is good. I'm sure it's very nice, but I don't think it gave her the dopamine hit that a milkshake would.
To save these bananas and actually use them, I'm just gonna put them in a baggie. 3 separate baggies.
Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea to save your bananas like this, especially if you like to use them in smoothies.
Because when they do freeze, they will freeze sticking to each other, and I only want to use 1 banana at a time. So here's the second one and the third.
I wonder what time of day this is, because this is an awful lot of sugar to have like early in the day. I wouldn't do that, but maybe this is like an after dinner treat. I mean, which would be okay. I'm just saying she needs to measure out that oat milk.
All right, so currently where I live, we're under tornado watch.
Okay, not to be a dick, but I don't really care about the tornado watch. This is why I live in Arizona. Nothing ever happens here. It's just fucking hot. Okay, kids, what you missed. She talks about the tornado. Spoilers, they didn't have a tornado in her area. She's okay. She cleans out her closet some more, and now she's got tarot cards, which I know. For my channel, is no bearing, right? Right. But I know a little bit about tarot cards, so let's see what she does with them. Only a little.
Super excited to announce that my tarot cards did come in the mail.
I think she wanted tarot cards because somebody else did a tarot reading on her. Now, I don't watch like all the Amberlynn reaction channels. I do watch Kicking Geese, and I know that she does occasionally do tarot readings on Amber. So maybe Amber was watching her and decided to get some tarot cards, because I think Amber thinks it's going to be easy to read them, and well, you can read the little booklet, but it is a very deep practice to learn, and it's very entwined with astrology. So let's see what she says.
Today, I'm going to open them off of camera, learn a little bit, read a little bit about it, because there is a book in here. I just wanted to show you that I finally got
She probably, like, if she legit wanted to learn tarot, she probably should have gone with the Rider-Waite deck to start with. That's the recommendation I give people. She's got, what is that? Neoteric Feminine Tarot? I don't know that one, but yeah, she probably should have started with Rider-Waite, even though that's kind of old school. It's all based on astrology and ceremonial magic, my friends.
them. Oh my god, I'm so excited to get into this. So I haven't like opened the cards yet, but I want to...
Ooh, look at them. They've got a gold edge on them. And for those of you that think tarot cards are evil, the Pope himself has tarot cards that are edged in gold. Although they're probably in a museum or something at the Vatican. I'm sure the current Pope probably doesn't use them.
To read some of the book first. In the first paragraph, if you have this guidebook in your hands, you're answering a call to connect with your intuitive wisdom. It's time to explore, find, and reconnect with a divinatory art that resonates with you. So I'm not...
Divinatory. And, you know, that makes me want to do a natal chart on Amber. Now, granted, I'm just barely learning how to do natal charts, but I'll need to see, I'll have to see if I can find her actual birth date, time, and location and do that. I mean, I don't know if anyone would watch that, but it might be interesting. It would definitely be a nice learning project for me.
I'm really excited. I'm going to give some of this a read. Even Feline's excited to see the cards, so that makes me happy. So update on my tarot. My first one I ever did, like first beforehand, I wanted to look at each card, kind of connect with them and stuff. But the first reading I decided to do was a past, present, and future. So I pulled a card for each one, and the present and future like definitely clicked with me. I felt something with that. The past one didn't. So yeah, I feel like that was a satisfying situation type deal. I enjoyed it, but I hope that my next reading I kind of feel more connected with.
I also have to say it is hard to read for yourself. I usually, if I want reading or something, I usually go to somebody else and have them read for me because you're too invested. It's also hard to read for friends because you're too invested in what's going on in their lives. You kind of, you know, it's hard to disassociate yourself from what you know is going on with what the cards are saying.
With the cards more. I mean, 2 out of 3 cards, that's actually pretty good. So yeah, 10 out of 10, recommend. And all the cards are super cute and like inviting, and I don't know, I feel like I picked a really good tarot card deck. And now Feline wants to get her own deck, so I think that's cute.
And fun fact as well, tarot cards are based on, or rather, not tarot cards themselves, playing cards are based off of the minor arcana of the tarot deck. That's actually a cool shot, I think. But let's see what's happening. I think it's more storm stuff. And oh, closet.
So people are asking how many hours am I sleeping during my fast, and I just want to use an example of the other night where I started my fast at 12:30.
Okay, so I stopped it a little early, but what? Why? Why would you need to write? Oh, okay, I'm forgetting. This is Amberlynn who loves journals and that journaling. But why the hell? Why? You have an even you even have an app on your phone. Why?
34 a.m. and I stopped my fast at 5:22 p.m. I fell asleep at
Has an app on her phone that helps her with this. Why? Okay. Maybe it's illustrative purposes for us. Okay.
at 4, and I woke up at 11. So as you can see here, I counted how many hours.
See what I was saying though? She went to bed at 4 a.m. and got up at 11 a.m. You see, she does not have a normal sleep schedule.
For So I fasted for 16 hours and 48 minutes. I slept for 7. So I was awake for 9 of the fasting hours. 3.5 of that was before I went to bed, and 6.5 of it was after I woke up. So a lot of people were asking about that. So I just wanted to clarify for y'all. So my battery is about to die on my camera. So I do want to end this vlog. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Well, that was the end of that. And this, from what I've just recorded, is like an hour. So this will be fun to edit, and hopefully my poor little computer can handle it. If not, I'll probably have to divide this up into 2. Hopefully I won't have to do that, because wow, that would suck, because I probably have to refilm. But anyway, that's what Amber is up to. So we'll see if she sticks to it, or if there's probably going to be a video. Here's my prediction without tarot cards. There's going to be a video in the future where she's going to let us know that she was lying to us, and that she's been eating fast food the whole time and lying to us. I sometimes wonder if wifey and or whatever other spouse that she's with, if they actually watch her channel and see all the lies. All right, with that, air hugs. I'm out.